finding a job and finding the best candidate is a selling process. It's a two-way selling process, actually. You are selling yourself to the recruiter, and recruiter or the company generally sells themselves to you. That means that the company tells you that they are user-centered, they have all the processes, they understand how design works, they do continuous research. Don't necessarily believe every first word. Because reality is that most of the companies, they are not user-centered. They do great UI, they fancy great UI. They maybe even fancy buzzwords. But not all company that you see in the market totally have an understanding of what UX truly is. Most of the people that gonna recruit you and hire you typically don't have the necessary skills to evaluate UX process to a great degree. So don't expect to be appreciated for that. Rather, just try to spot red flags, try to spot inconsistencies, aren't 100% about their company, what it has been historically doing, how their UI looks like, why their UI looks like this, right? And why they actually need a designer if they're such a great company with such a great process, right? Who they actually looking for. Try to learn to read behind the lines, because not everything that you see is the way it is in reality. Speaking with a big company and they cannot find a designer for already like 3 months, there's probably something going on, because big companies, especially managers with the big reputations, they have a lot of they know a lot of people know people, so it's relatively easy to find a designer nowadays to the company if you actually know what you're looking for, and if you actually are not lying to yourself, because sometimes people might say that they look for one thing but they're looking for a completely different thing. That also can be the case. This is a red flag, because you may not necessarily want to work with those kind of people, because it's just going to be hard to work with them, because if they don't understand themselves, how will be able to lead you to the place where you will actually grow and thrive in your career, right? That's the one thing. Or another thing that people would do, for example, is that they will say, oh, yeah, we optimized our processes, it has happened, like, why layoffs has happened. How did you optimize processes so much that you couldn't find a place for a talent? And if they are not so talented, why did you hire them? From experience working in a corporate for 7 years,